everybody.
Merry Christmas.
And welcome to our home. Today, Carl and I are going to show you how to make sausage rolls. Because our guests are coming tonight, and this is the Christmas weekend, and we've got the kids coming, and we've got guests coming over, and then on Boxing Day, we're having kind of an open house feast thing. And so I just want to get these sausage rolls in the oven, or actually in the freezer first and then in the oven. And I just want to show you this great recipe that we've got. How's that? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Let's go.
today in these sausage rolls, we're going to use fresh sage leaves, fresh thyme out of our garden, and fresh rosemary out of our garden. So those are the three we're going to use. So Carl, can you take the rosemary off the stem? Remember how you do it, just strip it off there. And into my mixer, I'm going to put 500 grams of pork sausage meat. So I've thawed it in the fridge, and so we're going to start with 500 grams of just sausage meat. To that, 1 tablespoon of flour, and another tablespoon of egg. Now don't worry about the waste of the egg, because you're not going to waste it. We're going to use it for the egg wash on top of the sausage rolls afterwards. And to that, I want to add 1 tablespoon of, can you chop those for me? So Carl's going to chop the rosemary. You can just move over a bit, honey, so the camera can see you. Can you see it?
Yeah, you can see it.
He can chop. It's amazing. So 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning, and we want 1 teaspoon of powdered sage, and just a pinch of cumin, about a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin. Now, if you like your sausages on the spicy side, you can add some red pepper flakes. I'm not going to add those today because I have people coming who don't like spicy foods. So we have our sage leaves here, which I'm going to tear off, and we'll get Carl to chop. And so can you chop those two? They can all go together. So that was 1 stem of rosemary, and it ends up being about 1 tablespoon of chopped rosemary. And the thyme from our garden. Isn't that gorgeous? I can't believe we still have thyme in our garden. And these leaves, so it ends up being about a teaspoon. I'm just going to throw those in. Carl has chopped those, so those go in here, Carl. And then we have some fresh cilantro, which I think is seriously the deal breaker for this. So we're going to use about 1 cup of chopped fresh cilantro, which is amazing. So Carl's going to chop that. So I'm going to start this up. And all you'd want to do is just combine the pork sausage and all the herbs and and the salt and pepper, of course. So let's just put in a little bit of salt and cracked pepper. Love the cracked pepper. And you'll find that the flour and the egg really bind the sausage. And we're going to mix that. Of course, as always, you can do this by hand. I just really like my stand mixer. It's just so easy. Okay, that's perfect, Carl. He's chopping that really well. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you.
This one?
Yep, yep. Throw it all in. Thank you. There we go. Great. Okay, so we're going to just come over more so people can see it. So this, see how the sausage is, Carl? It's all mixed up now, so we're going to stop it. You just have to combine. You really don't have to mix or whip or anything. So this is the way it looks in the bowl, and it's all just sausage meats with all those beautiful herbs. Now, here's the trick to sausage rolls. You flour your board, which we're going to do right here, because you don't want this to stick to your board. And all of your sausage meat gets rolled. Can I give that to you? All of your sausage meat gets rolled into little rolls. So I'm going to take about, we'll start with half of this. And again, with the flour that's not in my main source, I've got the flour in a bowl so that I don't cross-contaminate my flour source. So all I'm going to do here is roll these. So Carl, do you see how I'm doing this? You just want to roll this like into sausage rolls because it is a sausage roll. So, and we want it about 12 inches wide. And then we just put this on the top of the board, and we do another one. So Carl, do you want to do that? I'll switch you boards. Move that one out of the way. That's great. There we go. Perfect. So I'll let you do that last one. So there's one more, so you can divide it into two and make 2 actual sausage rolls. Now, we have to talk about the puff pastry. Give me 2 seconds. Now, the puff pastry, thankfully, comes from the store. If I was to make puff pastry from scratch, it would take hours. And quite frankly, on Christmas Eve, we don't have hours. But this is the best way to do it. You take, usually it comes in packages like this. And that's the puff pastry. So we're going to use one of these sheets of puff pastry. And this will make 2 sausage rolls. So right on the plastic wrap that it comes in, I'm just going to take my, my knife and just cut this sheet, can you see that, this sheet, in half. Just cut it in half. Now, I'm going to take one of these sausage rolls that Carl has, and I'm just going to measure here, so I just need that much. That much, great. That's perfect, Carl. So I'm going to take one of the sausage rolls that we just did, and here's where my egg comes in. With my pastry brush, I want to just egg wash the edge of the puff pastry. And then we are going to just fold the puff pastry, a little sticky, right over, thank you, yeah, thanks Carl, right over, and pull it back and push the sausage in. So, and this is going to make some delicious sausage rolls. So what we end up with is, oh dear, this is really sticking. Can you pull that for me, honey? Thank you. Oh my goodness. That's not good. I'm going to put them on here to do it. Alright, so what we end up with is a sausage roll that looks like this. So you've got the raw sausage here. So you've got the raw sausage here, and now here is your raw sausage, and your sausage roll is here. So now, the trick to this is, I'm going to put this in the freezer, and then I'm going to half freeze the sausage roll, and when it's half frozen, I'm going to take it out and cut it, because if you try to cut this dough now, it won't work. So we're going to do one more. I'm going to put this on the sheet back here. We'll put this on the baking sheet so that we can freeze it in a few seconds. And then we'll do one more. So we have one more, we have the other half sheet of puff pastry, which is very, very sticky. Put that down. There we go. And again, you take your long sausage roll and it goes onto that. There we go. I egg wash the side, the outer edge, just one of them is fine, just so it sticks and binds. And now you take your puff pastry, do you want to help me with this, Carl?
Sure.
And just take it over and you kind of squish it in there, it meets in there. These are so delicious. Of course, with puff pastry, you can't go wrong. Very good. Yep, that's great. That's perfect. So in a roll, that's perfect. I'm going to put that on the cookie sheet. And now, what we have coming out of the oven is some, thank you, Carl. What we have coming out of the oven is some sausage rolls that I did earlier. So, let me just show you those. And I have a little trick for you as well. When you're baking your sausage rolls, it's really a good idea to bake them on a wire rack, because then all the fat from the pork drips right through. So these are our delicious sausage rolls. Look at those, they're beautiful. And they come out, these are cut probably just perfectly. You want them about an inch wide for the sausage rolls. So that's our video for today for these beautiful pork sausage rolls for our guests. So we're going to freeze those and cut them later. And, nice, huh?
Yeah, look good.
They do look good.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us on this Christmas Eve, and I hope you and your families have a great Christmas. So,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Bye from Carl and I.
Bye.
Bye.